Our next stop in Assam is the gateway to the northeast Guwahati. As the third phase of the election approaches on this part of Assam, we drove through the city to get a glimpse of the election mood and to speak to the young populace. We are here today in Guwahati, in which the polling will happen in the third phase of the Assam Legislative Assembly election. And we are on our way to visit some of the universities and colleges to have a talk with the students to know about their aspirations, their expectation from the upcoming elections, and also their problems that they are facing as youth. We arrived at two prestigious institutions here in Guwahati that included Cotton University and Guwahati University. We met few students from the law and mass communication departments who were willing to speak to us and share their thoughts. Surprisingly, the mass comm students of Cotton University had a very different perspective on the role of media in the present context of the political scene here in Assam.
The media industry in Assam and also in India is not a good industry that ideally we should follow. Ideally, we are studying something else, we are observing something else in our phone. They are led by some propaganda, there are some the political agendas, and being a media student, we should not follow something like that. We should not be motivated by something like that.
The media has transformed the whole thing and transformed the whole focus from development to BJP versus AGP and Congress. It has started a new trend where people are just focusing on the leaders, not on their achievements or the developments that they have done.
We are taught that media is the fourth pillar of democracy, but it is very wrong, because during the Ka period we did not have internet connection for 9 days. We don't remember that situation now. There were some students who were killed, there were people who were beaten. It was very difficult for everybody to even survive in that situation. We had curfews, we could not even speak. That time media did not properly probably showed what we were exactly facing. But now when the rallies we are having, that is completely focused on, because we are getting the permission to show only the good side.
वही मीडिया ने हमको फील करवाया कि दे डिड रॉन्ग टू अस ड्यूरिंग का टाइम, एंड आफ्टर दैट वही मीडिया ने हमको वापस से फील करवाया कि दे आर डूइंग ग्रेट थिंग्स फॉर अस कोरोना टाइम में. और अभी एग्जैक्टली कोरोना के बाद अब आ गया इलेक्शंस, तो लोग पहले वाला वो सिचुएशन भूल चुके हैं. अभी उनको बस रिसेंट वाला याद है और उसी हिसाब से वो लोग वोट करेंगे. तो ये सारी चीज़ें नहीं होना चाहिए और मीडिया को भी इतना हिपोक्रेसी नहीं करना चाहिए एट सर्टेन टाइम्स.
Realizing that the issue of the Citizenship Amendment Act passed by the Parliament in December 2019 still concerns the youths here, TNT spoke to them to get their views on this issue.
For the Ka thing, I was also in the protest. So it was because we were fighting against the government. But now I'm studying because I want a government job. I cannot fight alone. It is because we know that they are having the power. We have to beat down them. We have to do things according to them. Now I'm speaking here in front of you. Yes, this is what I think should have been the case. But when you go home and watch the TV, you don't see most of the people talking about it. You'll see what government or the candidates or the politician has to say. So it's a very big threat, not just for me but the future generations, because we don't have the power anymore.
We are actually scared that our identity and our whole existence are coming to a threat after the implementation of the Citizenship Amendment Act. So if this goes on, then the actual indigenous people of our state, the Ahoms, the Missings, the Boros and different other communities also, our existence, our language, our own culture will be it's coming to an end. It's going to get extinct. So we do not want that. So this time in this election we are actually planning to vote to the regional parties that has been formed recently.
हम लोग को ऐसे पता है कि अभी अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट असम में इतना बढ़ गया, और जो इंडिजिनस पीपल का जो लैंग्वेज है, it will be a threat for the language also. If the Bangladeshis immigrants or migrants come here, they will settle here and they will speak their own language. They are not going to change their languages. So it will be a threat for the indigenous people here.
Yes, you can say that time heals everything, but time has only suppressed the actions, the widespread actions of the people, but they have not suppressed the heart. They have not suppressed the fire which has been burning inside the hearts of Assamese people.
The students also expressed their concerns about the status of democracy in the country and said,
when you talk about a democracy, democratic nation में right to freedom of expression, right to protest. ये सब बोला जाता है, but then when we do in actual field, we are curtailed from our freedom of expression. Then how can we say that we are living in a democratic nation? So these are not being highlighted, but then 15,000 लोग आ रहे हैं political rally में, and then we show the video of some political rally who's going for nomination and stuff. These are being highlighted.
डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में, डेमोक्रेसी सिस्टम में हम इन्वॉल्व होना सभी का ज़रूरी है. तो मैं समझता हूँ इस देश का एक एक जनता जो इस डेमोक्रेटिक जो सिस्टम है इसमें इन्वॉल्व होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. ये जो देश का हिंदू और मुस्लिम का जो बंटवारा करने वाले हैं उनको मतलब पावर से हटाने के लिए सब लोग एकजुट होके बीजेपी के विपक्ष में वोट दे के एक डेमोक्रेटिक जो सिस्टम है उसको जिंदा रखने के लिए कोशिश करना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से.
And for media house also, most of the media houses, they are owned by people who have political connections. So how do you expect it to be democratic when you know that you are doing things under the government, like they'll be ruling you? So I think politics is just about that. The ones who get power will be in power. The ones who are just voting, thinking we'll have change, we are having no change.
Talking about change that every citizen of the country looks forward to, the students stated that,
like, yes, I want to make a change. Like my friends, everyone out here wants to make a change. Everyone has it in their head, but no one can speak up. Like, it's like, if my things are getting satisfied, I think it's good for me. I don't think about others. I won't be thinking he is getting the benefit or not, she is getting the benefit. I am getting, so it is good for me. So that is what is happening.
I still have that confidence that I might be able to in future, change this type of situation. And there are other people, there will be like-minded people like me, and there will be people who will try to improve the situation that's happening over here right now.
After a few moments of interaction with the young people in the city, these are the messages that they want to share.
So please start working. Just don't give us fake promises. We really want to see what you'll be doing. Like the words you're using, just bring it into action.
तो राजा मत बनिए, प्रजा ही बनिए. जो भी किया है सबके लिए कीजिए, ना कि अपने लिए कीजिए. और अपना बिजनेस मत बढ़ाइए. आपका कंपनी नहीं है ये. जो भी है वो हमारे लिए है. हम उसके लिए आपको भेजा वहाँ पे. ठीक है.
इलेक्शन से पहले स्कूटी दे के, बाइदू का चुम्मा दे के, या इलेक्शन से पहले पुशअप्स करके यू कैन नॉट विन द इलेक्शन, यू कैन नॉट विन द प्रोमिसेस. अगर इलेक्शन में तुमको खड़ा होना है, या अगर आप लोग को खड़ा होना है और सॉल्व करना है पब्लिक का इशू फॉर बीइंग ए लीडर ऑफ द पीपल, then you have to come to the ground, face the real issue, talk to the students, talk to the people.
Fake promises, and by the way, don't fulfill your promises just before the election. You have a whole time, like 5 years or so. So don't do it just before the election, and don't pay others for making yourself a meme.
Go to the grassroots level people and listen to their voice. They are the real citizens of the country, and for the development of the country, the poor citizens should be lifted out.
কোনোবা নাগপুৰৰ ৰাজনীতিবিদৰ আদৰ্শত অসমখন চলিলে নহ'ব, ইয়াৰ মানুহৰ আদৰ্শত যাতে চলে. সৰ্বানন্দ সোণোৱাল বা হিমন্ত বিশ্ব শৰ্মাৰ দৰে ৰাজনীতিবিদে নিজৰ ভোটাৰখিনিৰ ওপৰত গুৰুত্ব দিব লাগে. কোনোবা নাগপুৰৰ ৰাজনীতিবিদৰ নহয় বা গুজৰাটৰ কোনোবা বিজনেছমেনৰ নহয়, আম্বানীৰ কনচেপ্টত চলিলে ইয়াত নহ'ব.
So election se pehle we are facing corona, we are facing pandemic, COVID cases were rising, but I don't know how, election ke time mein I think corona has disappeared or fly away for, migrated words ke jaisa I think they have disappeared, but then May 2 तारीख के बाद they will come back soon. So I'm just hoping that the present government or the government that is elected, at least do something that the migrated birds don't come here again.
मास्क पहनने पे अभी फिर से 500 या 1000 का फाइन है, लेकिन सेम टाइम पे रैलीज चल रहा है, कैंपेनिंग रैली, लेकिन तब नहीं आएगा कोरोना. वो एग्जैक्टली वो एपिसोड ख़त्म होने के बाद ही हमें मास्क पहनना पड़ेगा.
देश के अभी आप लोग देख रहे हैं बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट आने के बाद से हर चीज़ अदानी अंबानी को दिया जा रहा है. तो मैं समझता हूँ कि देश के लोगों ने क्या चाहते हैं उसी के ऊपर गवर्नमेंट ज़्यादा फोकस करना चाहिए.
The dreams of Assam is still very much alive in the hearts of the young people here. What you have just witnessed is the voice of the youth, which will become the deciding factor for the upcoming elections here and the fate of the political parties. With camera person Ferdinand Rani, this is Sani Ahmed reporting for TNT.